Well, hello, friends, neighbors. Welcome out to the deck. It is Saturday, and I am shooting a few more in that summer bottle kill series. A couple of them. I've talked a lot about the Old Malt Cask over here, but I haven't actually talked about this Clynelish House of Tyrell Game of Thrones. I came on and I talked to you guys like when I found it on a good deal, which was cool. It was a great deal because I bought it way late and it was on clearance. But I never came back and gave you critical thoughts, and we're pretty late in the bottle for that. But we'll let you know kind of where I stand on that one, and then I will give you final parting thoughts on this Old Malt Cask. So if you've got, I would say, a Highland Scotch, you're in the running. Something ex-bourbon, something Highland, and something big. These are all over 50%. Pour it, and come on back, join me on the deck. 3, 4. Well, thanks for coming back. As I said, we're going to first talk this Clynelish Game of Thrones. Don't know where the bottle money shot is out here. It's just the deck, so a little less high tech. It's 51.2%. So, this is a serious Scotch. It is no age stamp though, and it doesn't say anything on it. I couldn't find. I assume, big house like Diageo, like it's going to be filtered and colored, even though it wouldn't need to be filtered at 51.2%. But let's just see, I guess, final thoughts on this. I've had it obviously a few times, but I never came back and talked to you guys about it, and I don't know why. But let's get in on this. I really like Clynelish. The 14 is just a standard. Love it when I can get it at a good price. It kind of goes up like too much for a while, but then it'll drop back down. That's when I grab a bottle. It is full fruit but rich, tropical. I always get almost an edge of mango, a little bit of pineapple. Rich fruit. Always get that on Clynelish, and I'm getting it on here. Now it's warm on the deck. It's been in the sun, so if you warm up your whiskey, you might get a lot of those notes too. Yeah, there's a slight mechanical bitterness that I sometimes get there too, just on the very end, but really it's all fruit, it's all tropical. Let's try this one on the palate. Slancha. I really like this one. It it leads with that coating, waxy, almost creamy Clynelish. It's got a little bit of light nutty almond. It's got nice high vanilla and that core sweet tropical light pineapple mango just runs around in there for me, making it a favorite. This is strong. This is non-age stamp. It's not their regular 14. It is a little more bitter on the back end. There's a little bit of mechanical something kicking around that I get sometimes with bad water. But overall, I really like this one. It's just a little bit aggressive on the palate, a little bit on the tongue that keeps it from being a runaway favorite. But I will miss this bottle. If I see another one on clearance like I did, I will absolutely buy that. Is it a bit rough? Yeah. Is it a bit aggressive? Yes. But it has a lot of that just awesome Clynelish note. I really enjoyed this bottle. It hits my palate the way I like when I'm looking for a fruitier ex-bourbon style. Solid 4 stars. That's a lot for me. So we need to come over and talk this Old Malt Cask. Again, I don't know where the money shot is for the bottle, but I have talked to you about this, I think, a couple of times. Glengoyne is a favorite of mine in the sense that usually Glengoyne for me has a lot of ex-sherry. It has a lot of, especially their different batch cash releases are somewhat affordable for me in my area, and I have fallen for them, like in Glengoyne. This, however, it's 14 years, which is very nice, natural cask strength. This one I believe would be non-chill, non-colored, non-chill, although I don't see it on the bottle. I thought I did. But it's a little stronger at 55.7%, which is why I followed it. I also thought, respect, follow the age. It has the age stamp, whereas this one is a non-age stamp. But this is a single cask. It's a refilled hogshead. So let's try this one on the nose. You know, and it is absolutely more refined. Yeah, this one is brighter and fruitier for sure, but fruit is one of the notes that I get on this. But now we're like fruit cup, orchard fruits, cut fruits, light fruits. Maybe a little more lemon, but it's just more subtle. Yeah, and it is a wonderful, wonderful nose. I got a little bit of white grape in there, which I don't usually get unless it's like a wine finish, but some lighter fruits like that. Let's try this Old Malt Cask on the palate. Sláinte. This one's almost thinner. It doesn't have the waxy coating that Clynelish does, but it is actually spicier. It's a little bit ginger spice, maybe really light cinnamon, like oak cinnamon. And all that fruit is in there. A little bit more vanilla. Yeah, a little bit more aromatic, a little more aromatic vanilla, little sweet sugars, brighter, lighter fruits, just lighter fruits. All the light fruit syrup, and then that ginger, light cinnamon. Better try another sip. Sláinte. Very interesting. You know, when I was queuing up, like what bottles were kind of getting really low so I could do this summer bottle kill, saw both of these and I thought for sure I was going to appreciate this one more. And I think overall I do. I think this one's 4.25. I've really fallen in love with this bottle. When I first bought it, I didn't like it so much, and now it is burning a little bit hot, which you wouldn't expect for a 14-year-old. I think the heat, when you just play in it, will give you like different spices versus just alcohol heat, versus the little bit of bitter on here. But now when I'm sitting here and I have given it more stars, I'm just going to quick go back to this. Just want to taste this one on comparison. I don't know if it's because it warmed up in the sun, but out here, this is thicker, creamier, more orange. Come back from the mango pineapple and just say like it's got some nice orange notes, creamy, waxy. This, I don't know what's going on. I almost want to flip my scores, and I would not have said that coming in. But this, for me, right now, is almost a creamsicle. Not quite, but it's creamy and chewy and orange and more coating. This is a little bit more brash. But I've fallen in love. I know that I love this bottle. So that's very interesting when you live taste, because now it's almost like this is 4 and this is 4.25, which I would not have done earlier. I would definitely said the mechanical bitterness on this would keep it at 4, under 4. And I like this one more. But I got to tell you what I'm tasting right now. It's kind of where I am. Did you ever get the House of Tyrell? Did you ever get this Clynelish? 51.2%. What did you think of it? Got some nice flavors. And were you lucky enough to get this? Oh yeah, now this is kind of burning a little bit. I'm going to stay. This is still a bit better. Did you ever get this Old Malt Cask up here in Alberta? It was a steal at $90. Let me know what you think. Let me know how your summer's going. Thanks for joining me.